What's up, guys? It's your girl Sade, and I am back with another video. This video is going to be very informative. It is actually directed towards finding your foundation match in a drugstore. Now, really, I have formulated 4 steps in which you should take to find your drugstore match. Now, I really don't like the term drugstore foundation because foundation that's found in a drugstore can also be found in Ulta, Sephora, Macy's, Dillard's. So let's just say our lesser expensive brands. Let's just say that. So brands like Maybelline, L'Oreal, CoverGirl, Lord, I just went blank. Physicians Formula. What else? We're just gonna stop there. So anyways, 4 steps. So the first step that you have to take in finding your drugstore or finding your cheaper foundation matches is to know your skin type. Whether it is dry, oily, or combination, you have to know your skin type. And here's why this is important. Prime example. I have dry skin, so I can't go out and buy foundation, a matte foundation. For instance, this foundation here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I applied this foundation not reading because it was given to me by my sister. Thanks for setting me up. Anyways, not reading that it says Pro Matte, and literally I'm putting it on. It's just getting drier and cakier and cakier, and I'm like, holy crap, what is going on with my skin? So I look at it and I'm like, oil free, I need that. Pro Matte, I don't need that. And yeah, it was just not working out. So I cannot use this. However, Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Smooth. Okay, this is how it looks. This is what I have to use because my skin is dry and I can't just use a matte foundation. It doesn't work like that. I mean, for a long time I didn't even bake. So the way I do now, I literally like prime, moisturize, and then I can bake. But as far as a matte foundation, no. So number 1, know your skin type. Number 2, know your undertone. Whether you have a cool undertone or a warm undertone. So let's see. For those of you who wear silver and you glow, you look radiant, you are just beautiful, popping, like boom, you will have a cooler undertone. For those of you who always wear gold jewelry because it just complements your skin, you will have a warm undertone. I wear either or, so I feel like sometimes that's not a great way to know. Also, depending on like your hair color, your eye color, depending on the clothes you wear. I'm not professional. I have researched, so I'm getting a little construed in my head right now, but you can look it up if you go on how to find your undertone. The number 1 way on how to find your undertone on the websites like Wikipedia, or not Wikipedia, on Google, is to basically do the vein test. So what you do is, if you have, I hope y'all can see that, if you have green showing through your undertone, or through your undertone, if you have green showing through your skin, then you have a warmer undertone. If you have blue showing, then you have a cooler undertone. Obviously your blood is not blue and green, but you're looking through your undertone. Like, this is your undertone underneath your skin. So that's like the number 1 way I feel to find your undertone. So after you have found out your skin type, found out your undertone, the third way, or the third step that you'll need to, I guess, put into finding your match is knowing where to match knowing where to match the foundation. So okay, basically, you don't want to match, like, okay, I wouldn't match my arm because my arm is going to be a different color from my face. So if you matching your arm, you're getting a false match. If you're matching your face, you're getting a false match. The key is to match your neck or your chest or both, because when you put on makeup, you blend down anyways. So for instance, I just pick some different shades to see. Okay, so I'm just gonna use these LA Girl Pro Concealers, and don't ask me why I have a ton of them, but I just do. So let me see. I'm trying to get some shades that are a little darker. I'll just use this one for example. I know this is what you call it. So basically, and I don't want to use, okay, that's the same one. Okay, one of them is going to be my shade and one of them is not going to be my shade. Two of them aren't. So for instance, let's put that back there. You want to basically test your neck. So we got one shade there. Okay. We have, whoops, one shade there, which you can already see which one it's going to be. And then we have the darkest, which we know that is not my shade. Basically, okay, let's see. Let's say, which one did I have? It's one more. In this one. So, from this, it looks like that one is actually my shade, but it's not. This is actually my shade. Just crazy. Unless I've gotten lighter. Anyways. Hold on, wait. Nope, that's wrong.
I lied. So anyways, scratch that. Okay.
Basically, test your neck. Because when you put your foundation on, like I said, you're going to blend down anyways. So this is actually my shade. This one is that. Now, since I've been using this, I feel like I've gotten a little bit lighter because this has like, I guess, redder undertones, which I have like a yellow tint, so I will use foundations that I try to use foundations and concealers that have yellow tints to them. Like this one is like really red. This one is like perfect. So yeah, basically just test your neck. That's more of the story.
I'm just gonna like blend those in. I'm gonna have a light neck and a black neck. Oh, let's see if I can just wipe that off. Okay, let's not even focus on the neck for today because it's gonna be super red. Okay.
Moral of the story is test your neck. Because if I test, and I don't really want to make this a really long video, but if I test it like, okay, this one, and these are very similar. Well, they're a little similar because this is my shade, but this shade is closer to this shade. But when I blend it in, you know, it just depends on the brand. It's just test your neck. It depends on the brand, but if you test your neck, you'll get an actual match. You won't get a false match. So, moral of the story, test your neck. Okay, the fourth way. Why did I just do that? Anyways, the fourth thing you need to know, not the fourth way, the fourth thing you need to know is basically how to use your resources. Because, to be honest, guys, you can't go on the drugstore or Target or Walmart or Macy's. Well, no, scratch that. You can't go on Walmart, the drugstore, or Macy's and open up foundations and, you know, oh, let me see my shade. You can't do that. No. So use your resources. Macy's, Dillard's, Belk's, Ulta, Sephora. Those are 5 places that allow you to get matched. They allow you to get matched. Now, Ulta and Sephora, well, Ulta really is the only place that has drugstore foundations, the cheaper foundations. So I got this from Ulta. Basically, I already knew well, actually, you can pull out the trays and test them, whatever, at Ulta. You can go and do that. If you have no Ulta or Sephora around you, Macy's. Go to Macy's. Now, if you just have no store around you, which has to be impossible, I just feel if you have a mall, you got some stores. Now, the only thing about getting matched at Macy's is they're going to have stuff like Clinique, Estee Lauder, you know, higher end foundations. And let's say you don't want to buy those. Perfect example. You go to Macy's, you get matched to like Estee Lauder. The foundation is like $35. And you're like, oh, heck no, I'm not buying that. Just get matched. Get matched to 2 different foundations. Okay? What you do, write those foundations down, write down what type of foundation it is, and the color of it. Type in www.findation on your phone. That's FINDATION.com. www.findation.com. What you're going to do, and I'm going to insert pictures as I'm talking through this. So once you put in foundation on Google, it'll be the first link that pops up. After you click on it, it's going to ask you to get started. Once you get started, it's going to ask you what brand of makeup you have. So let's say you pick Almay or whatever. Once you pick Almay, it's going to ask you what type of makeup in Almay. So let's say you pick the Even Skin foundation makeup. Once you press that, you can click next. It's going to ask you to match another one or to continue. Once you press continue, it's going to pull up all of the different foundation brands and the shades. That is a good way to find your shade in other brands. It is going to give you a long list of foundations that are your matches or either close to it. That way, sometimes when I go in and if I'm not too sure, I'll buy both of them and I'll take one back. And if you don't want to do that, then just try to look at it and be like, ooh, I don't know. But a lot of times foundations oxidize and they're blendable. So just pick what you feel is closest to you. But foundation.com is actually what helped me find Benefits. Benefits Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow. It helped me find this shade. When I put in Neutrogena Skin Clearing Formula. That's the only foundation I had at the time. I put that in. I put Warm Honey. That was my shade. And literally it pulled up Toasted Beige. That website is awesome. So use your resources. And if you can go on Ulta, get matched. You can get matched to any of those Maybellines, L'Oreal. You can get matched to expensive brands. And then from that, go to foundation, put them in, and find you a cheap brand. But there are too many stores out there to not know how. So, I mean, before I found foundation and before, Ulta or Sephora came about, it was harder to find your match. You buying 2 and 3, tubes or whatever. But just use your resources. Go to Ulta, go to Sephora, get matched. I promise you, it's so simple. It is so simple. So, yeah, that's basically it. Those are the 4 steps you should take in finding your foundation. Know your skin type, know your undertone, know where to match yourself, and use your resources. So, yeah, I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. I just talked for, 13 minutes and 48 seconds. But, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.